So let's talk about something. What happens when our digital lives stop just being a part of our reality and, start to replace it? We're going to dive into a future that might be way closer than you think. A future where we have to ask a really tough question. Is a perfect digital life worth giving up our messy, imperfect humanity?
Okay, just imagine this with me for a second. You wake up, but you're not in your bed. Your job, your friends, the city you live in, it's all digital. And this isn't some game you're visiting for an hour. This is it. This is where you live now. And in this new world, all the old rules are gone. There's no buzzing alarm clock because morning doesn't just happen. It's designed. It waits for you to be ready. All those little annoyances of the real world, all that friction, it's been completely smoothed away.
Now here's what's so wild about this whole thing. The perfection. That sunrise you're seeing, it isn't just pretty, it's mathematically perfect. It's being rendered by a server somewhere, and it's tuned exactly to what you like. Every little detail is completely curated just for you.
So what we're talking about here isn't just some better version of the internet or a really advanced video game. No. This is the destination. This is the big idea we're digging into today, the Metaverse. Not as a place to visit, but as the next chapter of human existence. So the key takeaway here isn't about adding cool digital stuff to our world, it's about replacing it. The physical world, it just becomes optional. I mean, why would you want a small apartment when you can have an infinite penthouse floating above a city made of pure light? In a world like that, a physical home is basically obsolete.
But how does something this huge even happen? I mean, an entire species doesn't just upload itself to the cloud overnight. The whole process would probably be pretty gradual, almost sneaky, unfolding in a few key stages. It starts small, kind of like how remote work started, or the early days of VR. A few people work in the metaverse, some others play games. But then you hit the tipping point. The big institutions, we're talking our jobs, our schools, even governments, they move their main operations online. And suddenly, being offline means you're being left behind. The digital world isn't the alternative anymore, it's the default.
And when that happens, the entire global economy just gets flipped on its head. It's not about oil or steel anymore. The single most valuable resource on the planet becomes data. Your attention, every interaction you have, the things you create online, that becomes the new currency. So if the world itself changes this much, what does that do to us, to our identities? And who's actually in charge when all the old structures are gone? This, right here, leads to some of the deepest, most mind-bending questions about this whole digital future. I mean, think about it. In this new reality, you're not stuck with the body you were born with. You can design your digital self to be anything, taller, funnier, absolutely flawless. Which leads to a really strange question. When everybody can be perfect, does perfection even mean anything anymore? And this chart just lays out the new power structure so clearly. In the old world, right, power was all about money, land, borders. But in the new world, it's all about processing power. It's about who's got the fastest internet connection, who has the most access. Whole countries are basically replaced by whoever owns the servers. And at the very top of that pyramid, the people who write the code. I mean, they're literally setting the laws of physics for this new reality. They can create life or wipe out a city with just a few lines of script. They're not just powerful. In a world that's built from code, they're basically gods. A perfect world, a perfect you, total freedom. It really does sound like paradise, doesn't it? But this is where our story takes a dark turn. Because as we're about to see, every single utopia has a price tag. So while everyone is thriving in their digital worlds, what's happening to the world we left behind? Well, the picture it paints is haunting. Cities are empty, streets are forgotten. We might have millions of friends, but we have no real human contact. We are constantly connected, 24/7, and yet we're more isolated than ever before. This slide really puts it all in perspective. Just look at this trade-off. On one hand, we gained a sort of digital immortality, endless freedom, limitless creativity. But what did we lose to get it? The smell of rain, the feeling of a real handshake, the warmth of the sun on your skin. We gained a perfect world, but we lost reality itself. So this brings us to the absolute heart of the matter. This isn't really a technology question anymore, is it? It's a philosophical one. It's a choice about what it even means to be human. you've got one option: a world with no pain, no limits, no flaws. A perfect existence where everything is exactly how you want it all the time. And let's be honest, that is an incredibly tempting offer.
And then there's the other side of the coin, the argument for reality. The idea that all our flaws, our struggles, our messy, physical, unpredictable world, that's not a bug. That's the whole feature. That's what makes us, us.
And don't make any mistake about it, this isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. The building blocks are being laid right now. This choice, in one form or another, is coming for us. The tech is moving fast. And so we end right back where we started, with a question. But it's not for some person in the future, it's for you. When the time comes, when this perfect, flawless world is finally offered to you, will you log in?